In today's tutorial, we're learning how to make this really cool replicate effect, including the animation in Canva in just a few clicks. Let's start with the design of the page. And we're starting from a blank canvas. Now first we want to give it a nice background color. So go to Elements, and here we want to type in purple gradient. Let's look for something nice. Go to Photos, see all, and then choose a gradient that you like. I'm going for this nice, vibrant purple gradient. Next, we want to look for a nice image. So I'm going for a running picture and see if we can find any photos of a person running. I think for this effect, it will be nice if we have a highly contrasting color with the background. So let's see if we can find one. I think this yellow here already would look quite nice. Let's take this one. It's a bit from an angle. That's always good. We're going to increase it in design. And now we're going to go to the apps section on the left. Here we want to type in replicate and then choose the replicator. Select the picture again and click replicate. And this will give us an example of the few replications that we have. Now you can increase the count, so the amount of times it's replicated, but you can also increase or decrease the space in between. There are some few other examples where you can increase the slope, and you can also choose for more options where you have a rotation of the subject. I'm not going to do that, but the size ratio I want to add. So we have a larger image in the front, and then towards the back, it will get smaller. I'm going to reduce the slope to about 6 points, 7 points, so everything looks to be on one line. The space ratio, you can choose whichever you prefer. I'm going for somewhere halfway in between. And then there's a few other options where if you want to skew it, that's possible. I'm going to keep it on 0. Same with the vertical skew. And then I want to click Add to Design. I can remove my original picture if I want. And then I can increase this one in size and put it on the canvas. You can always modify and adjust if you want more or less space, and if you want more subjects. Let's maybe go for an extreme one, get rid of those, and then add them to the design. Let's increase it in size. If you hold the Option key, it will scale from the center, and this gives a pretty cool effect. You can always select one and delete one at a time. That is totally flexible. Now let's add some text to the design, title, and let's call it running. Give it a different font. Maybe let's go for impact. Increase it in size to be quite large. Let's make it white. Transparency. Let's put it on 25. And position send to back. And of course that has to be one to the front. So go to layers and drag it in between the grouped items and the background shape. Now let's position it so it nicely fits the design. And now let's look at the animation part. So for that we select the subject, ungroup. And here we want to select the images. Go to animate. And let's look for a nice animation. I think the rise will do perfectly here. You can also do a pan. So depending on the effect that you want to create, there's a few options. So you can see it gives a totally different effect, whichever one you use. I think I'll go for the pan version. I think that looks quite nice. Let's reduce it in speed. There we go. Maybe also scale the image just a bit more so that it covers the entire slide and it sort of ends in infinity. I kind of like that effect. Let's do it like this. And we can also add a nice effect on the text. And for that, could also be a pen effect or maybe a wipe. I think we want something very subtle. So I'm going to go for a pen as well. Duplicate the page. On the first page, we're going to remove all the objects. And now let's preview. And this is how you can create this really cool replicate effect in Canva in just a few simple clicks. It really adds that extra dynamic touch to your designs. Thanks a lot for watching. If you want to learn more about Canva, make sure to drop a follow and watch the video on the screen right now.